I grew up in a very simple home, and we could only afford the basics. The basics like food, clothing, shelter, and education. Something happened during the course of my younger life, and it taught me a lesson that changed my life forever. Today, I would love to share with you. Over time, I and my family relocated, and I was enrolled into a good school. I met with people of different backgrounds, and I listened to the rich children talk all day about what their families could provide for them. They talked about their latest toys, their latest gadgets, their latest clothes, and all the nice things they had. They always discussed about their next holiday destinations and the beautiful places and beautiful events they had been to. I gradually began to compare my life and what my family could provide for me to theirs, and it gradually began to grow in me a feeling of resentment. I got angry about everything. I began to complain about everything. I complained about my food. I complained about my clothes. I complained about my shoes. I complained that I couldn't travel to the beautiful places my friends could travel to, and it gradually began to make me even disobedient to my parents. One day my dad called me. He told me we would be having a road trip. I was excited because I felt it would be the first in a very long time. During the course of this journey, I experienced something that created a paradigm shift in my mind and changed my life forever. We crossed the waste dump sites where trash were usually piled up, and I could notice there were houses built in the pile of trash. Houses were built with wood, scrap metal, nylon, tarpaulin, etc., but they were all standing in the midst of dirt. While I was staring in amazement at this lifestyle in dirt, I saw a little girl about my age scavenging in the pile of trash for what would eventually be her food for the day. She suddenly raised her head and saw us and waved excitedly. I could tell she probably did this every day. This event struck me because I realized that this little girl wasn't concerned at the point about shoes, clothes, houses, or holiday destinations. She just wanted a meal to keep her alive until the next day, where she would repeat the whole cycle over again. I then realized all the things I had taken for granted and didn't know I was blessed to have. Now, not to say you cannot aspire higher to acquire your required desire. But with gratitude, it's gonna be a beautiful journey in your aspiration. When your life seems full of troubles, it seems difficult to maintain an attitude of gratitude, doesn't it? All we see are our problems, and the times when everything seems to be going smoothly, we often take these times for granted. We are caught up in the bliss and the comfort of availability, and we can simply forget to be thankful. So what then is gratitude? Simply put, gratitude is a habit. It's a way of looking at the world and all the good things in it. It's a feeling of appreciation, regardless of whether or not your current situation is to your liking. Gratitude is a heart-centered approach to being at peace with yourself and with all you have. When you practice this feeling of gratitude, it attracts even more things into your life for which to be grateful for. What do you have in your life to be thankful for today? Let's start with the fact that you have breath. I love this quote by Gandhi. It says, "I was sad I didn't have any shoes until I saw someone without feet." Robin Roberts says, "If we threw all our problems into a pile, we would rush to pick our back." Let's start with the three major facts. You're alive, you're not blind, and you're not deaf. Hey guys, this is my first video on what will be a journey of 1,000 views. I'm focused on inspiring the African millennial and discussing some challenges and false ideologies we face as young people in an African society. Kindly subscribe to our channel and join the community to help shape the society we are so dearly eager to live in. Your contributions and concerns are highly regarded and can go a long way in impacting on our society.